Welcome back to Gaming Around. Today
Hey, we're
we'll
not
be
doing much of that this time, actually.
yeah, so I guess we can call it more like discussing around or something. Beep beep beep. Boop.
It
We're
doesn't
doing something around.
doesn't have the same ring, but sounds about right.
Mm. We got the nice hot coffee, enjoying the night while we talk about YouTube and Let's Play channels.
Stuff that's kind of been on our mind for a while, and we kind of don't really get it out to you guys. We try to keep it fun, but
Yeah, why not have a good conversation here or there, show a little personality for our channel.
it's like, oh yeah, you put plenty of personality. You know what?
I mean, yeah.
There's two face. I can't say two faces. It's not like we're freaking a Batman character, but there's more than one face to every smile you see. You know.
Definitely. Hopefully we'll be hopefully this will show a more insightful side to our idioticness during playthroughs.
But yeah, all that fun aside, like there's, of course, there's for every success story, there's the how's it going at the beginning, and it's scary sometimes, for a lack of a better word.
Yeah, because you never know if you'll actually make it into the success, the square of success, to be able to talk about the humble beginnings.
And at that point, it's like, let's be real, guys. You could go through almost every YouTuber that has, like, let's say 100K subscribers plus, just any of them really, and
And
it's
it kind
like,
of feels like they've been around forever, right?
yeah,
And
between
they've always been popular since like the get-go.
the freaking before the heat death of the universe. It's just like they just came straight out of the Big Bang. Freaking the population. It's like
They came out of the womb with subscribers. They came out with some glasses and some baller ass chains and were like, yo, I got like 1 million subs. What up?
that's how Swagg started. I mean,
Just pop out the wound before you get smacked by the doctor. Yo, Swag.
he wasn't even crying. He was like, Swagg, Swagg. Oh man, we joke, but honestly though,
Yeah,
you hear their stories, and it's just like, it's kind of unrealistic. But this is what we're trying to say is,
I mean, a lot of them can be realistic. It's just hard to believe.
yeah, it's hard to believe. So
Because of that feeling of them being around forever with 1 million. Like, it's just like, when's the last time you looked at Markiplier and he was not popular? You know, you kind of feel like he was around forever.
yeah, by the time I even knew like characters like that existed, characters, personalities, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what he's like off camera, so I can't really say too much.
Pretty sure he's the same type of guy.
Yeah, he seems like a legit guy, but then again, two stories to every coin. And the point I'm trying to get to is, it makes more sense to say where you are and how you feel about it, and saying where those humble beginnings start,
Yeah.
when you're still within that time. So this is gonna serve a purpose of kind of being that video we could look back on and say, man, I remember that time, or
Hopefully.
time
One thing-
time capsules are fun.
Yeah, one thing about Let's Play channels is that there's a lot of them, and Let's Plays aren't exactly the biggest medium on YouTube. There's a lot of other things going on YouTube, and it's hard to catch an audience do Let's Plays. They kind of like come over time, like over a long period of time, and if you're interesting enough, you maintain those followers and end up the next big Let's Playing personality, even though it's a small medium, you know.
I mean, YouTube just has so much to offer. The spectrum of entertainment is insane.
Yeah.
But even saying as humble as the beginning may be, that does not mean we're not thankful for where we're at right now. 31 subscribers, fucking awesome. The struggle is just all kinds of crazy. I remember
Yeah.
when we started breaking 10, I went to my wife, who was sleeping at the time, and I was just, guess what? We got 10.
Yeah, you kind of feel the support. You know, you got 10 people watching you, but I mean, to other people it may not be a big deal. Like, you can probably get 10 people off the blink, but a lot of how do I want to say this?
So many ways.
Yeah, it's just like when you have plans to stick around for a long time and actually develop a following, the early subscribers actually feel like they're supporting the hardest.
That too. So it's just a part of this video, I guess, at this point is like saying thank you guys for your support.
Even though people don't usually do this until like 100K or 1K subs and shit.
Hey, the thing
We're
is,
doing it for 30 whole subs.
31. Don't forget the one.
I'm sorry, Billy Bob Jack
Johnson Jr.
Billy Bob Jack Johnson Jr.
That could be
that
a
one
name.
sub, the 31st sub. Billy Bob Jackson Jr.
Oh.
I'm expecting someone to make a Billy Bob Jackson Jr. YouTube account just a sub.
Oh man. But yeah, there's a lot of fears and all that stuff just really going into the whole thing. And when things get stagnated, there's gonna be a point where just like, are we doing the right thing? What is it that we need to do in order to
differentiate ourselves from the millions of Let's Play channels
and reach out to you guys? And this is one of the steps we're taking in order to do that.
A lot more discussions. We haven't been getting our discussions out lately. We still have to do what did we finish so far? Brothers and
FTL
One Way Heroics.
and One Way Heroics. And honestly, we only did
And
like one playthrough. And some of those games could go through
For multi playthroughs, yeah.
Heck yeah, but
And we only talked about FTL.
so far,
Yeah.
it's rough, guys. And we've also been getting a lot of support in the background from you guys, getting a lot of good, fun, progressive comments. And
Yeah, we're looking towards the comments for feedback. But I can imagine from like a viewer's perspective, like it's hard to care about things that you don't necessarily care about, you know?
mm-hmm.
And it's just like, how do you get someone to care about your channel when you're just a Let's Play channel, which is like not even a big thing?
I wish I had the answers, man.
I know. I mean, things would be a lot easier if we had the answers, but those are the type of questions that are out there. And
so the questions we ask, and that's kind of what's gotten, around our heads quite often nowadays. How do we get people to care? I mean, of course, if you're watching this and you've gotten this far, chances are you care.
And we care about you very much.
Hey,
I might love you more than Silo. Hugs and kisses.
I feel like that was supposed to be a jab at a joke that's a little bit on the running side among a couple friends where it's the only person that loves Silo as much as Silo is Silo. So, we got jokes throughout the entire thing. If you could laugh
a lot of
as
insiders.
much as...
Hopefully we can get some insiders with the community. Right now the only like personal insider, like really really personal insider that we can't like convey in a video is that Silo is very fidgety, so he's always doing something with his hands.
Shut up.
And the moment he gets his hand on a cuticle cutter, he just goes to work on his cuticles
Infinitely.
and I make the joke that he has infinite cuticles since he's always working on his cuticles.
I mean,
They're
technically they're infinite.
yeah, but it's just they need to be worked on infinitely, according to Silo.
The funny part is, like, he's talking about fidgety, and the reason I immediately was like, shut up, is because right now I'm actually messing with some cords, spinning them in my hands.
Yeah, he finished his coffee before I did.
I'm a fast drinker. It can be a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. We went completely off topic. We were supposed to talk about YouTube and Let's Play channels.
But hey, that's letting them know a little bit way afar from the YouTube thing.
Yeah, like Let's Plays. There's a ton of them. The most you can put into a Let's Play is like a lot of editing finesse and personality. And
actually, that brings up a good point. It's like when you start putting editing finesse, what is the right way to go? Like, are you supposed to put more editing, less downtime, all the funnies, or would it be right to do it from start to finish, have something that's actually going on regardless of what the series is? Like, we've tried tackling this what would be better approach with something like FNAF. If you see our one episode, we don't.
The only episode we have out currently.
Well, there's gonna be more. Is that we don't know what direction to take, and honestly, the whole experience is like
FNAF is really fun, but it's hard to convey that over a viewer. It's like watching someone play FNAF isn't that interesting unless that person is a personality. And
even then, it's just like
the episode we have out is just like every boring part is cut out, and is skipping straight to the action for each night, and it's a pretty funny video. I enjoy it.
Some could disagree, but it's still hard. Like honestly, when the experience and even going through FNAF, the run is kind of like I'm sure people have heard this more than once. It's like a chicken running without its head.
Mm-hmm.
Or as Silo said that one time, running without
a head was running without a chicken.
Oh man, but yeah, it's just like it's pretty much what life has to offer. Everybody's gonna have to pave their own road, figure out how it all goes. Like coming out of college, but you know, every person is gonna probably experience this at one point to some degree when they finish that degree after all the years of even studying through high school and all this stuff. They finally come out and it's just like, now what do I do with this? There is no easy answer for I want to say 99% of people out there.
And it's hard to be popular and be relevant.
It doesn't matter what you do, it's hard.
Yeah, and it's like we put out videos and to us they're funny. I mean, we laugh at our own jokes all the time, but to other people we could just be the corniest people in the world and no one would enjoy that, but we still put them out there. You know, eventually we might eventually we might eventually corny might be cool.
Could we get a Guinness World Record for that one, for corniest?
I mean,
I feel like it should be official.
There's bound to be someone cornier than us, but I'm just saying, and everyone has a different perspective. We may not be interesting in other people's eyes, and it's like, how do you pick up an interest? The main part of that is like the games you play. You always have to play like the latest game, because there's always gonna be people searching up, oh, Final Fantasy just came out, let me look at this and let me search this up to see how the game plays and maybe I can buy it myself. And then some people just get so enthralled in a Let's Play that they watch a whole series, and sometimes they don't even feel like buying the game, or sometimes they do. But the whole purpose of them searching for it is to see if they want to buy it or not, and that can help. I forgot what point I was trying to make. Shit.
Yeah, that's how it gets sometimes. Like even when we're on the creative role or just doing all this other stuff, we can really very easily come to the same block that Chris just made a point of existing. That happens with everything, and
being relevant.
Being relevant, and not knowing where you stand.
We could play our favorite games, but it's not gonna be searched for. Like no one's gonna search for a random a random ass old game that no one's heard of, like Ray Tracers.
Life is scary, man.
And no one's gonna search for that. And it's just like you put your video out, and it's like your favorite game, and you're excited to play it, and it's just like no one's gonna see it because no one knows about the game to begin with. So.
Yeah, you're just going off from one to the next, but these are just all the uncertainties we deal with on a daily basis as we're trying to put out more content, trying to do our best with each and every new one in order to make sure that we have another smile that we can put on your faces. But scary doesn't begin to describe it.
Yeah.
It's the feeling of uncertainty is...
Everybody has it.
Yeah. We're not necessarily putting ourselves away.
We're not special.
Yeah, in no way are we special. We try. So we spoke about how we've spoken about the uncertainties of how YouTube had us go, and
oh yeah, I was gonna say,
and we've appreciated our subscribers. And
maybe we should sell out play the most recent games,
You
and
mentioned that.
then
You mentioned that.
I know, but I'm saying I didn't finish that point.
Okay.
We could sell out and play all the most recent games, and then once we get enough attention, we play our favorite games and express the love we have for these old
But
games.
here's the thing, that still presents the same issue where is that what's going to be grabbing people's attention in the first place? Is it just going to be all the newer games and after that it's just a complete fall off? There's still that uncertainty.
I mean, we always do like two blocks a season, so like we did Brothers alongside
FTL.
FTL, and FTL was alongside One Way Heroics. Then FTL finally finished, and now we're doing Catherine and Halo, because FTL and Brothers finished around the same time. So now it's Catherine and Halo. We always do 2 pairs, and a good idea for the channel is probably doing like the most recent game available and our favorite game. Since we do a pair, it's Catherine and Halo. Catherine's a favorite of Silo's, and Halo's a favorite of both of us.
Actually, I just appreciate it. Like, here's the thing. Games, I'm not going to say they're necessarily a favorite, or I'm never going to say I hate them either. The thing is, you tend to kind of half full of the games that I play be something that I can stick to and say, this was well executed. It was an idea that was essentially fulfilling in its own genre.
Optimism. That's what you mean by glass half full, half full
But
approach.
saying fully saying optimistic about it makes it sound like I'm sitting here playing,
Looking for something to be optimistic about in a bad game or something.
yeah. But again, it's not that they're bad games. Is that maybe not my cup of tea? But at the same time, I could say this was well done. Like, I Brothers. Did we even get to the review about Brothers?
No, we didn't.
It's
So we're gonna have to save that conversation for that.
But yeah, TLDR.
But it's really good in both.
Hey, I appreciated it.
In both our minds is really fucking good.
My reactions from start to finish are 100% legit.
Yeah, same. Like I was aware of the game and I knew how it played and stuff, but I didn't see it all the way through, and that was my first time seeing it all the way through as well. I still feel bad about ending it on a dildo joke. If I knew how it was gonna end and when it was gonna end, it wouldn't have been a dildo joke. I promise you. I'm sorry for anybody who loves Brothers. You know I love you guys. I didn't mean to disrespect Brothers with a dildo joke at the very end.
Hey, life isn't perfect, so.
You know, you're gonna hear me apologizing during that review too.
I'm the type that tries not to apologize too much, because the thing is, it's
already out there. There's nothing you can do about it. I understand that perspective.
I'm just saying, like, saying an apology is ridiculous. It's just move on and make sure you don't do it. Or you do better next time.
Yeah, but if someone's not aware of that, then how are they gonna know that I even had 2 thoughts about the dildo joke at the end of Brothers? I gotta make it apparent that I'm sorry for it, and then I'll improve, and then people will notice the improvement because of my apology and how it won't happen again.
I feel like you did that during the episode. Like, oh, either that or we did it during some of the conversations we had after.
Yeah, I probably did do it during the episode. Either way, I still need to put that on the table.
So we spoke about pretty much fears and such.
Our fears, our favorite games, what we should be doing for the channel.
It's hard to say what we should be doing, because
I really think that approach of playing something totally brand new alongside of something we totally love, I think that's a healthy approach, because it's like, 1, you bring in more people with the newer game, and then 2, you have people stay with the appreciation we have, because people like passion, and if you show your passion for something and how passionate you are about this game that you love and how it made you feel, people will stick around for that and listen to what you have to say, because it's interesting, you know. And it's nice to get a perspective on something that means so much to you.
True.
About anything. Like, people, I can listen to somebody talk about paint dry if they're passionate enough about it. If they're super passionate enough about that paint drying, and they tell me all the mechanics of how paint dries and why and all the science behind it and how much they fucking love it, I would sit there like, Fuck yeah, dude, paint drying. I fucking love that shit. Like,
let's get in there with the paint drying.
Yeah, let's slap some paint on the wall right now.
The first layer and primer, whatever.
Let's invent a new meta. I'll slap some paint on your face. Let's watch that dry. It's just like
a new.
I'm totally down with that. Like, I think I am a believer in passion. Like, I think people flock to that stuff because it's interesting.
But you say that like we don't put passion in what we've done prior.
I mean, yeah, it may not be evident, but we do put passion in it. And it's just that we've never had a conversation about, like a deep conversation about how said game makes us feel or anything. It's always just like jokes and dildos and stuff.
It's not always dildos.
It's not always dildos, but dildos.
Sometimes it's butt plug.
But we saved the discussion. Well, the format we were supposed to have is after we beat the game, we have a discussion about it, and all that deepness comes out there. But we should let that bleed out during a playthrough. I have this heavy accent during a playthrough.
I didn't even catch that. I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Don't talk to me like that. Don't start.
Of course, we're not gonna expect you to watch every single thing that we put out there, but one way or another, every little thing that we've put out there, we have a memory that we take away from the recording phase to the editing phase, and it's gonna be every little bit of this channel has another special place in our heart, from the videos we put out there to the feedback we get to just every subscriber number that we see.
We need more of that, please. Feedback.
We're never gonna tell anybody to do whatever, but you matter to us, guys. That's something that we're gonna tell you that.
If it helps, if you comment on this video, I'll comment about how much I love you.
It's already begun.
Everybody that comments is gonna have to hold me up to that. I'll get on my personal account and tell you how much I love you.
I feel like that one day it'll be like a super daunting task. Like, oh God, what have I done?
Fuck it, I'll still do it. I'll tweet about it. I hate Tweeter. Tweeter. I felt like throwing an accent out there. Fucking Tweeter. But I'll tweet about it.
Yeah, that social media is another hard thing, generally speaking. It's just like
having something to post about. It's like I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, hey,
but
man.
Like, my perspective is like, how do I post something that people care about? Like, I feel like no one would really fucking care about anything I have to
like
post.
Anxiety shooting up like tremendously.
I know it's like anxiety and stuff and doubt, self-doubt and all that, but it's just like, I try to put myself in the shoes of another person, and they see the tweet that I'm about to post up, and it's just like, who fucking cares? And it's just like, what's the point of me putting that tweet out? Like, I try to find something super important or super relevant to post, or something that I'm super passionate about. But when I have to post something on social media, like, hey, I just fucking farted. What's up, guys? It's just like, no one wants
smelled like Taco Bell.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
I don't know if it's a fart or a shart. I need to go check.
What's the point? Yeah. So I have a problem filtering out what should be posted on social media and what shouldn't.
You want to know what the irony is too?
What?
Like, while you're sitting there, like you're having an anxiety issue with the whole. You're not sure because blah blah blah. You're not sure if other people care. Here's the thing. While he's having a hard time wondering if it is that whatever it is that he's about to say is something that other people will care about, I'm having a hard time getting past my own thing where it's like, do I care enough to let people know whatever the hell? And it's a really hard like self-filter thing where it's just,
yeah,
I don't know. In a video, most of the time I'm saying some stuff that seems completely unfiltered. It's like, how the hell did what is wrong with you, Silo? Something like that. But that's when I just let her rip freaking Beyblade to the brain. You see, I'm making a point of that now. But when it comes down to social media, it's just like, what? I'm not social.
I'm not social,
So-
nor am I media. What is going on? I don't want to do this.
So it's like saying that even though we're having a struggle with one thing, just getting the word out there, it's a struggle, period. But we're also trying to face our own demons in that process, and
As everyone is. Everyone's facing their own demons for whatever it is they want to do. That guy watching paint dry, phew, imagine the demons he has.
yeah, but some people make it look so easy sometimes.
Oh hell yeah, that is definitely true. But those are the type of people you kind of want around in your life, just to pick their brain about certain things and learn about how to
But here's
deal
the
with
thing: I
demons.
also know some people that are just so like open and just so active with social media. It's just like, how do you even?
Yeah,
It seems like just the social media aspect should be a full-time job for them, and I'm sitting here like,
they're just doing it passively, and
and
it's like,
there's sometimes where I feel like we don't even have enough time to just enjoy like an evening.
yeah.
Sometimes, no. You know what? Take it how you want.
Yeah, well, I think that's a pretty good point to stop on. We've been going on forever. People have lives. We don't want to keep you here forever.
Of course. Everything comes to an end, and that's just step one in a life in the mind, and day in the mind of, or whatever your time is in the mind of gaming around. Really, we're a unit here.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. And let me remind you, I love you.
Have a good one, guys. How do I stop this?